Hello everybody, Delta99 here. Just want to show EyeX working in Evochron here. I was actually, I made a forum post this past week and Vice noticed it and figured he could make some changes to get EyeX working. Basically putting a one of the controls, or allowing the access to control the view, which is how you get EyeX working. EyeX doesn't support this game directly. I had to kind of hack that together. And the way you do that is by making it think a different game is working that it supports, namely Elite Dangerous. And the way you, I could probably shoot another video to actually show this, but I'm not going to show that right now. I wasn't prepared to shoot all that video. But basically, you take something like Notepad or any executable and rename it to Elite Dangerous 64.exe, which is what EyeX is going to be looking for in order to engage itself. It's kind of, I've been talking to the EyeX developers and they're reluctant to make a config that just works for any game. They want to actually detect every, only support certain games, or have a config in their configuration software for only specific games, so they'll only ever detect the games that they have listed, which is only about, I don't know, 8 right now or something. Just pretty bogus. They don't see, or they didn't have any really good reasons not to do that kind of thing. I said, like, why not just make a general config which just enables vJoy, which is basically how they're communicating with games. They're doing it a couple ways. One is vJoy, and one is OpenTrack, I think, or FreeTrack, one or the other, I can't remember. So anyway, to trick EyeX software, you just run a renamed Notepad, for example, to one of the games that they're detecting. I picked Notepad just because it's not going to use up, many resources. Use little resources as possible. You can actually run Elite Dangerous and just minimize it, and then run Evochron or something like that. But that's going to take up a bunch of memory and stuff. You might not be able to run both games at once. So anyway, Vice saw the forum post, made some changes, and he had me test it this past week. And he adjusted actually the calibration for how it snaps to the middle here. So you'll see as I'm looking around, and then as I come to looking in the middle, it kind of snaps. Hard to show sometimes because it doesn't. I have it set pretty low right now. It should, trying to get it, usually you can see it. There's a little snap right there. See if I can get it while looking up and down. And I apologize. Sometimes I can get it to happen really easily. Sometimes, I mean, you don't really need it. But anyway, there's a snap there, and you can adjust that with the dead zones that he's put in this latest version. And actually, I'll show you the. I think Vice recommends in your options to set your global dead zone to 0. So this value here. And then under your access configuration, to get vJoy working, you'd select your vJoy device, and this is going to show up if you installed the EyeX software. You'll get a vJoy device as one of your devices, basically simulating a joystick. And then you set up the access for horizontal and vertical view. And in here you can adjust your dead zone as well for the snappage. I don't have a better name for it, so I'm calling it snappage. Sometimes when you come out of the menu, you're kind of looking the wrong way, or that might. Oh no, that was probably because I was looking around in the option panel. You can look all the way around to the back. Not that you have a back window, but you can do that anyhow. You can look all the way around both sides. Track your enemies as they're coming around you. Look at these guys here. So it's just basically wherever I look on the screen, it's going to look up there. I'm looking at that number 5 right now. Looking down at this panel here. Looking at that panel. Looking at the radar panel. And looking at the right targeting panel. And then up towards the middle.
Let's just show a little example of flying out here.
Oh, so a lot of enemy activity here. Do we have anyone that's... Okay, I really didn't want to be under attack and stuff. Of course we are, so we're going to try to get out of here. Just get away from there a little bit. I'm not sure if anyone's chasing me yet. Yeah, looks like there is. Oh, those are cargo containers, right.
Okay, now for some combat footage around a few carriers.
Destroyer and another destroyer, and usually you gotta take out the enemy fighters. Is a fighter on the other side of the destroyer or on this side? It's hard to tell. Where is the son of a bitch? Yeah, he's gotta be on the other side. He's just hammering into our ship here.
Watch your fire.
Uh-oh. Got a missile on us.
Watch your target.
Countermeasures weren't doing shit. Our repair system C2 is destroyed. And I guess that's it for the EyeX demo with Evochron. Thanks for watching, everybody.